guys, welcome to Sage's Garage. Today I have two very exciting things to show you, and then we have to go through the list of other parts that I need to buy, so that will be not so exciting, but still needs to be done. A couple days ago, I got my block back, and they did rebore my cylinders, so we'll talk more about that. But just like 5 minutes ago, I got my crankshaft delivered, so we're gonna do a little unboxing. We're gonna take a first look at it together, and I'm just gonna show you guys what I have. Okay, we are going to start off with the block. It is still really dirty, so I need to get a wire brush and really get in there and clean up all of the debris. And there's even a couple gouges on the top, so I'm gonna use something up there to just kind of smooth it out. But here are my cylinders. They have been rebored 20 thou over. So I will be getting 20 thou oversized pistons. So that is something that I'm gonna have to order. But they look beautiful and doesn't look like there are any issues. So yeah, that is very exciting. Now I was told that I need to spray some WD-40 in these because there's nothing in them right now and I don't want them to rust or anything to happen. So I've got some WD-40 in here. I hope there's some left. It sounds pretty empty. And I'm just going to give them a spray around. Oh, it doesn't really spread. Oh, okay, should I spread it with my hands? I don't know, guys. Let's spread it. I don't know. Is that enough? This is terrible. I should have this on a tripod. Sorry, everybody. Okay, let's go here. Oh, it's empty. It sounds like there's some. I think I just need to hold it upright. Okay, well, I don't know, it sounds like there's some. Okay, I think I give up. I'm gonna go see if I have any more, but if not, that is something that I will do. I will get more WD-40 and I will fill these. Okay, everybody, sorry you can't see me, but we are gonna do an unboxing of this crankshaft. So, first things first, I'm going to cut all this off in case I need to look at it. So, it says customs inspected, but then all the customs inspected tape is cut open as well. So that's very odd, but maybe someone else had to look at it. I don't know. We will see. Okay. Ta-da! I'm stuck. Okay. Wow, wrapped so nicely. Love it. Okay. Just gonna take these out. That's lovely. And I'm just gonna pop this one open. Okay, everybody. I don't know if you can see it from here. It's so heavy, but here it is. It's in bubble wrap. I am going to get a better view for you guys, so give me a minute. Okay, you can see it better now. I am just going to unwrap this. Okay, everybody, here it is. I will bring you in for a closer look. But I'm super excited. It looks great to me. There is a bit of surface rust, but as far as I know, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. So yeah, let me bring you in for a tighter look. So this is a standard crankshaft. It hasn't been ground down at all, which is great because that leaves room for if I need to do anything or anything like that. But everything to me looks wonderful. It's got these guys and it's got the woodruff key. But yeah, here is what it looks like. Very exciting. So now we've got two big parts done. The next piece I need to bring to the machine shop is the cylinder head. But before I can do that, there's a bunch of parts that go into the cylinder head that I need to bring so that they can machine it, like the valves and the springs and a couple other things. So I have to make an order of those things. But if I'm gonna make an order of those small things, I might as well get everything that I need to get to rebuild this engine, or this lack of engine. So the next step is looking and deciding where I'm going to order from. Most likely Moss Motors, but I know there's also Rimmer Bros, but that one is from the UK, so it would be longer to get here and probably more expensive. So I'm gonna look into all my options, but I'm gonna bring you guys along with me. So let's have a look at all the things that I need. So a couple of videos ago, before I cleaned out the engine bay, my dad and I took the battery out of the car and we plugged it in because hopefully soon we'll be able to get the car running again, and so we'll want the battery charged for that. But recently I got a really interesting comment saying that if I leave the battery on the concrete, it will actually discharge it, and I had no idea, so that's a really great thing to learn. So now I'm going to go move the battery and put it on a wood block. I did also hear that I cannot let the leads touch because I will electrocute myself. So, first of all, that metal can't be good. Is it not plugged in anymore? It hasn't been plugged in this whole time. Well, then we certainly don't need to worry about it discharging, or maybe we do. Well, that's lovely because I don't know how any of this works. Okay, so what we're going to do is I think basically they just can't touch. Oh, it is heavy. Okay, so I think I can't touch it because if I touch them, I will complete the circuit and get electrocuted, and they can't touch each other because then they will complete the circuit. So I don't know how to lift this up. And I am surprised that it wasn't plugged in. I don't know what happened. And oh my god, there's like 10,000 spiders. Okay. Moving a battery is a lot harder. Oh my god, it's like so heavy. I'm shocked. I did not think that would be that heavy. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there. Now that's on the wood. Now I'm going to plug this in, which is going to be difficult, so I'll be back. Got an extension cord, and I'm going to plug it in, and we're going to see if it works. Okay. So I think there's a light that's supposed to go on. That was on last time. Indicator light operation. There was something in my other video that had a big light that showed if it was plugged in or not. Don't know where that thing went. So anyways, long story short, it's on the wood now, so we're all good to go. Okay, so I figured out where the light was. It was at the bottom. So it does say it's charging now. That is fantastic. So the next big step for me is actually ordering the parts and getting them so that I can rebuild my engine. As of right now, I have everything on an online cart through Moss Motors. I do think I'm going to end up ordering through them just because they are based in the US and I can get them shipped to Canada or even pick them up in the US easier than if I was getting them from, say, Rimmer Bros, which is UK based. Getting that shipped and duties would end up costing a lot more. The list that I have basically includes everything that I could possibly want to rebuild this engine, but technically I don't need to get all of this stuff to get it running again. This is just, you know, since everything's out, might as well get all new parts. However, this isn't a complete finished list. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be getting, and in here there are a couple options, so there's some doubles that are slightly different. Starting off, I need a rocker shaft and all of the rocker arms, so I've got those saved on here. Then I have all of the tappets, valve guides, valves, and intake valves, but for the valve guides, I actually have two options. I have the cast iron one and the magnesium bronze ones. Now, the magnesium bronze ones are far more expensive than the cast iron ones. Personally, I could not tell you the difference. I understand that they're different metals, so that means they're different hardness or softness, and that also means they conduct heat differently. But with regards to the actual engine, I don't know how that relates. So you guys can let me know, but I'm not sure which one I'm going to go with yet. I'm definitely going to need some outside opinion. Next, I have the spring seat. With regards to my timing chain, I have been told by multiple people that I do need a new timing chain. You can tell that there is a bunch of slack on it and it's really loose. And so online, there are kits you can get of all the different parts that you need for the new timing chain. However, I couldn't find anywhere like within my reach online normal timing gears. All they have now is the duplex timing gears. So basically it's the same kind of mechanism, but there's two gears. Again, I was told, but I couldn't explain to you the difference, but I understand that there are 2 extra chains on it, I believe. So it looks like I'm gonna have to get a duplex timing kit because then I get all the pieces and then I get both chains. I am going to need a piston set, and it's going to have to be 20 thou oversized because my block, I got these cylinders bored out to 20 thou over, so those are the piston sizes I'm gonna be getting. Now, I was debating whether getting flat-topped pistons or dish pistons depending on the compression ratio. I think mine is 7:5:1, and we did find a 9:1 online. However, those aren't for my year Triumph, and I personally am not concerned with the compression ratio being crazy different and getting a super high performance engine out of this, because personally that is not what I am worried about. So it looks like I am just going to getting the 7:5:1s that originally go with my year and model car. With regards to the connecting rod, obviously this all started because one of the connecting rods came undone, so I obviously need 1 connecting rod. However, I could get all 4, and that would be good for the engine because then they are all even and they all can wear evenly throughout the years. But as of right now, they are fairly expensive, so it looks like I am just going to be getting the 1 to replace, but you never know. We'll see what ends up happening. I have 2 shims that are 6 thou over, and I have 2 shims that are 4 thou over. I have a main bearing set that is bimetal, a rod bearing set that is 40 thou over that is bimetal, thrust washer set, a head gasket set, which I do have the main rocker cover gasket. I got a new one, but there's a set with all the different gaskets that I'm going to need, so I might as well just get that whole kit. There's also a lower engine gasket set. It's the Pan brand one. I have an oil seal for my crankshaft, and the last thing I have is an oil filter, and it is the classic gold brand. And that grand total comes to $1,070.97 USD. So in Canadian, that's going to translate to about $1 million. So that's lovely. Again, like I said, I don't know. I know some of these, like the different valve guides, I need to decide between. Like I said, this isn't a 100% comprehensive list because the valve guides I need to decide between, and I think there was a couple other things that were like in there. I could get them, but I don't have to, so I'm going to be going over that for sure with somebody who knows more than me. But I wanted to let you guys know that those are the things that I am kind of thinking about getting right now, but when I place my order, I will obviously be letting you guys know. The next big step after ordering stuff for the engine is giving my cylinder head to a machine shop, but I can't give it to them until I get the new valves and springs. And there may be something else that I need to bring, but all I remember is the valves and springs. So basically they can't do anything until I give them those, but I can't give them all of that until I order them. And once I order them, I have to wait. So basically all of these things need to fall into place. So the immediate next step for me is finalizing my order and placing my order, and then once I get my order, I can bring my cylinder head to the machine shop, and that will be the final piece of the puzzle. In the meantime, I am definitely going to be cleaning my engine bay again, and I do eventually have to detail the inside and the outside. I mean, getting the car running first is definitely more important, but if I'm waiting for parts, that's definitely something I could do in the meantime. If there's anything glaring that I should be adding to this list that I don't already have in here that I definitely need to get, or if there's some things in this list that I don't necessarily need but are just good to have, please let me know, because obviously looking at that list, I don't necessarily know where everything goes or its purpose or how vital it is to getting the car running again. And if I'm being honest, I don't have the craziest budget. I went into this just wanting a cute car to drive. Obviously though, I'm gonna put the money in to fix it. But if I don't need everything to get it running, I might not get every little bit. But of course, I want it to be in good shape. And like I said, since everything is apart right now, I might as well put everything good back into it so that I won't have to take it apart for many, 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 many years. Hopefully ever, but I know that that will not be the case. I want to thank you guys again for all of your helpful comments and your support and your kind words. It really means everything to me. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video, and I'll see you next week. Bye!